Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another American Reacts. We are back, well, not quite at Bathurst. That's right. First of all, the race is coming up in another week or two, right? Damn right. It's going to be featured here. I will find a way to do some live streams around that. Should be fun. But yeah, we're looking at why Formula One can't race here. Now, we've discussed that before, your regular viewers, in my comment sections of a few videos before. But I wanted to see what this video was like. I saw this suggested to me a lot. This is why Formula can't race here, Mount Panorama, Bathurst. And this is from a channel called Perspective. Okay, this will be linked in the description down below. Let's check it out right now. I could say right away my guesses are A, dangerous, like it's an extremely dangerous track. And Formula One cars are very dangerous. I feel like it'd be too crazy of a mixture. There's a lot of bumps and elevation changes, and Formula One cars are like millimeters off the ground, really low, and I guess fragile, you could say. So I guess like durability would kind of be an issue, right, at such a rough track like that. And of course the obvious would be I don't know, kangaroos. So I don't know, let's see what we got here. Let's check it out.
We've got beer that we drink, beer that we don't drink, opera houses that we never visit, prime ministers that go to Hawaii during bushfire season. But we have one thing that no one else has: the Mount Panorama circuit in Bathurst.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The greatest country on earth. So it's the age-old question: why doesn't Formula One race at Mount Panorama? Home, of course, to the Bathurst 1000, and is also, in my opinion, Australia's best racetrack. See, it's complicated. There's no one reason as to why Formula One can't race at Bathurst. Most will know that Bathurst is just not safe for Formula One racing. And it's not just because of the layout. There's actually a whole list of things that makes it impossible. In fact, this list exists on Reddit, so thank you to these users who posted it. I'll read it out for you. So the track is too narrow, fails FIA Reg 7.3, Skyline and the...
Too narrow, I didn't think of that. I should have. I've made comments on that, especially in my first videos when I was learning the track. I was shocked at how narrow it is in certain sections, so... That's a good one right there.
Are too steep, fails FIA Reg 7.4.
The elevation changes are wicked.
The cutting is too steep, fails FIA Reg 7.4. Limited pit area for the teams. It's over 100 miles from the nearest international airport, which is Sydney. Zero runoff at Griffin's Bend after a long straight. Same with Murray's Corner. Kamikaze Kangaroos, which we'll talk about in a minute. And the gravel trap at the Chase throws you into the path of other cars. So from that list, you can clearly see from just the profile of the racetrack itself, some of the corners would need major change, and not to mention the geography on which the circuit is built on as well, in order to receive the thumbs up to race there. And there is no way personally I'd like to see this track change to accommodate Formula One.
That's a great point. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's just such an iconic track, and unlike some other tracks, I guess you could argue, it's not defined by the series or the leagues that race there. It's defined by the track itself. It's just a legendary track, whether it's a Hyundai or a Honda or a Holden or a Lamborghini or a race car, or a superbike, whatever it is, you stick anything on that track, it's just an amazing track. And it doesn't need Formula One to get like a status or to get recognition, right? It is just that legendary of a track. So yeah, I totally agree with that. I would never want, as an American, as a new age fan of Bathurst, not knowing it most of my life, which obviously I deeply regret. Yeah, I would not like to see it change, and I'm sure millions of lifelong fans of the track would agree. It's just iconic. You don't want to change it all for one league. I mean, yeah, Formula One is pretty legendary. Not good enough. Not good enough for Bathurst.
I would never want to see the identity of Australia's most iconic racetracks, which actually has a world reputation of being pretty good. And I also don't think it would even be possible. You see, we have some great circuits in Australia: the Bend, Phillip Island, Albert Park, and Sandown Raceway.
These are all tracks I need to learn about. I've been wanting to expand, basically like my Bathurst series, which I love and really enjoy every single video there. But I would like to expand on that and learn about some more tracks, because Australia really does, from the sound of it, have a lot of cool tracks.
But Bathurst is Australia's most iconic and most insane track that we have. It's recognised all over the world, and there's truly nothing else like it. Before I continue, let's talk about this kangaroo problem, shall we?
Yeah.
Which isn't really a problem. It's just Australia. It's just how it is over here. See, Bathurst is in the middle of nowhere. It's a 2-hour and 48-minute drive from the Sydney Opera House. I live in suburban Melbourne, and at the right time of day, if I peek over my fence, there's a big chance I'll probably see a kangaroo hopping along.
Oh, that's a big roo.
That's so bizarre for an American seeing that. Like, what?
When you're in the middle of the bush, it's not a matter of if you see a kangaroo, it's when you see a kangaroo.
They are that
Kangaroos
common,
on the circuit is just a common occurrence at Bathurst. You might even see them in the pit lane, and they might even delay practice sessions. Let me tell you, driving in Australia and seeing a kangaroo run across the road in front of you is probably one of the most terrifying things you can experience. They are capable of doing serious damage to your car. They could probably even write your car off if they're big enough. The one thing supercars or touring cars have is an enclosed body. With Formula One, well, we don't have that, do we?
Yeah,
the thought of a Formula One car
dangerous.
connecting with the kangaroo is truly terrifying, and I don't even want to think about the mess it would make. I'd be lying if I said to you that I didn't want to see Formula One race at Bathurst, because it would be something very special. Imagine 20 Formula One cars coming out of Hell Corner, following each other up that straight. It'd just be insane. Though that'll probably never happen, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have never seen a Formula One car tackle the mountain. Most famously in 2011, 1 week before the Australian Grand Prix, a promotional event was held by Vodafone. Jenson Button and Supercars legend Craig Lowndes would have the opportunity to tackle Bathurst in a Formula One car.
That is pretty cool.
Screaming around the track, this promotional event has become iconic and something that a lot of people look back on as quite a awesome sight. F1 at Bathurst is something we can only imagine, but seeing a demo take place there really made an idea of something come to life in a way, even if it was just a promo. Jenson managed an unofficial lap record of 1 minute 48.8, destroying any previous lap time, and is yet to be beaten. With that, Button did notice the sketchy nature of the circuit, mainly on the run down the Conrod Straight. Jenson talked about how scary it was being at that speed with those bumps. Mount Panorama Circuit is a public road. It's just like Albert Park, which means you can go there whenever you want. This one is definitely on my bucket list because, well, so much has happened there. Me and my friend Josh made a video about this place that you should definitely go check out. If Formula One raced at Bathurst, it would instantly become one of motorsport's biggest spectacles. It would be one of the most anticipated races of the year, and it would be one of the most insane things to happen to Australian motorsport.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen, nor I agree with him, nor do I think it should happen, but yeah, imagine the news that would make. That wouldn't just be on Aussie news, that would be on world news. Europe, Asia, Americas, everywhere would see that. It'd probably be on the news in Antarctica, Africa, North Pole, everywhere. That would just be insane. But it's just that. It's just something to talk about, something to fantasize about, right? Because just the logistics of it, they're not there. They're not there. And yeah, they should not or will not, hopefully, ever, totally reconstruct the track for one series. That is ridiculous. So
now again, it's never going to happen, but the thing I love about YouTube is being able to explore these possibilities and just imagine it for a second. What makes this track great is its long bumpy straights, the barriers, the gravel traps and the lack of gravel traps, the elevation, the mental sharp downhill sections, and
what everyone loves about
much more. And as much as I love Formula One, I would never want this track to change to accommodate the category. It's just too good of a circuit to be ruined. I look forward to the next day that we see a Formula One car take to the mountain, even if it is just a promotional event.
Now, I do vote for one thing. It would be cool if they did another promotional event. You know what would be awesome? And this is, like you said, have fun with the YouTube video. Here's my totally wish list, and this is totally out there. I sound like a kid after I say this list. It would be fun to have as a precursor to the Bathurst 1000, or you know what, maybe a post event, because you don't want to ruin the track just in case for the actual race. So maybe after the Bathurst, have like a motorsport all-star event at Bathurst, because it really is one of the most iconic, unique circuits in the world. It is just incredible, and like no other circuit, if you ask me. So they should have an event where they have like a Formula One car, and they do some laps with different drivers around the track. Not a race, just, like time trials, like quick laps, hot laps, and see who can set the best time. They should do it with a NASCAR. Have an American NASCAR stock car fly around the circuit. I would love to see that. Do, of course, have a supercar there, a to-date supercar. Have that go there. Maybe throw in like an older one from like the 90s, or a touring car series from like the 80s, 90s, and just go crazy with it. Have like a super bike, have a monster truck. Do you guys have monster trucks down in Australia? We have Monster Jam here in the U.S., Bigfoot, Gravedigger, all those famous guys. That would be cool. Something dumb like that, just for the hell of it. A trophy truck or a Baja truck, something. That would be so freaking cool. So that's my wish list. That is my out there exhibition event for Bathurst to one-up the 2011 Formula One lap there. So yeah. What do you guys think of that? Leave your comments down below. Do you think Formula One should race there? I don't think so, and I think a lot of you won't as well. Give your reasons why, if he missed any or if I missed any. Make sure to check this video out. This will be linked in the description. You can watch it uninterrupted. This is from Perspective again, so shout out to him. I tell you what, guys, those are fun. Just the what-if videos. The what-if videos are really, really interesting. And, yeah, I don't think we'll ever see Formula One at Bathurst, but that might be a good thing. That being said, guys, show the video some love. Give it a big thumbs up. It is the holiday season. If you're feeling generous, big thumbs up would help the video out a lot. Subscribe for more stuff like this. Check out the description for this original video and other ways you can support my channel. Remember, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. And until next time, guys, stay safe. Catch you later.